Hello and welcome to Nerd Subculture. I'm your host Jared.
And I'm Edwina.
And we're continuing once more with Feeling, our Buffy the Vampire series. We did the pilot episode last week. Now we're doing the second episode,
The Harvest.
Right, so initial thoughts on this episode, Eddie?
It really is a continuation of the first episode. So I always see these two episodes as one episode pretty much.
Yeah.
And actually most podcasts when they do those two episodes together.
Oh, we did them separately, so
Yes.
I guess we're not most podcasts, are we?
No.
Right, okay. We're something else altogether, aren't we?
Yes.
I don't know what we are yet. But hopefully we can be something. We can keep working on these and keep releasing these and see where they go. So, as I've said earlier, I'm not a huge fan of Buffy, so I've been forced, at gunpoint I might add, to watch all of the Buffy episodes from season 1 to 7, and I struggled with the first episode. And not so much of this one. I think I like this one a little better. Yeah, I think I like this one a little better than the previous one. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm Edwina and I'm a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, and me and Jared, we've been together nearly 20 years.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
And I used to watch this on television.
Television, what's that?
Yeah, like week to week I'd watch it on TV.
Good.
So you must have seen some episodes because I know I was watching.
Oh yeah, I have seen a lot of episodes. So.
Yeah, so you have you're not.
I'm not completely ignorant. Like I kind of knew that like the momentum and what people were watching at the time, and I could sort of almost dip into a conversation about Buffy because I had seen some of it, even though I wasn't a fan. At least I had something to say.
Yes, yeah, but yeah, you have definitely seen. You've never actually ever sat down and watched it, and I watch it on a loop.
Yeah, don't know how you do that.
As I said, like it's hard. The first season is like once you get through that, it definitely does get better. But I think sometimes I get surprised by there are some really good episodes in the first season, and there are some really terrible ones as well.
Right. Oh, so I haven't seen the terrible ones yet.
No, these
I've been warned.
So you've probably seen one of the two better episodes. Yeah, there are a few kind of silly ones in this first season that we'll get to soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
what? Let's do the recap, shall we?
Yep, let's do the recap.
All right. So, continuing on from last week, Luke is about to finish Buffy, who was trapped in a stone coffin, but she repels him with a silver cross that a mysterious stranger had given her earlier that evening. She escapes the mausoleum and saves her friends Xander and Willow. However, Darla has already taken Jesse, and she and Luke now inform the Master about Buffy's unusual fighting abilities and knowledge of the supernatural, and it's suspected that she may be the new Slayer. The Master decides to use Jesse as bait. In a library, Giles and Buffy reveal to Xander and Willow that the supernatural world of vampires, demons, and slayers, and that Buffy is the latest Slayer to endow powers chosen to fight supernatural threats. Willow accesses the city's council's plans for Sunnydale's tunnel system, and Buffy realizes that there must be an access to it from the crypt where she fought Luke and Darla. The Dark Stranger appears again just as Buffy is about to enter the tunnel system in the crypt, and tells her that his name is Angel, and gives her directions to the Master's lair. Buffy and Xander find Jesse seemingly alive and unhurt, but he leads them to a dead end in a tunnel system and reveals that he has already been turned into a vampire. Buffy and Xander barely manage to escape. Back in the library, Giles explains that he and Willow have discovered that the ancient vampire, the Master, arrived in Sunnydale with his minions 60 years ago. He intended to open the Hellmouth, but he was swallowed up by unexpected earthquake and is now trapped underground. Tonight is a once-in-a-century opportunity called the Harvest, in which, by choosing one of his minions to be his vessel, the Master can draw strength from each of his vessel's victims, restoring his power enough to escape from his confinement. To prevent this, Buffy must kill the vessel. Knowing that the vampires use the bronze as a feeding ground, they believe the harvest will take place there. Underground, the Master chooses Luke to be his vessel. Luke and other vampires burst into the bronze to begin feeding. Buffy arrives just in time to save Cordelia. Buffy notices the vessel mark on Luke's forehead, and battle ensues. Xander confronts Jesse with a stake and inadvertently kills his former best friend. Buffy smashes a window so that extra light pours into the room, and Luke is momentarily stunned because he thinks it is daylight, allowing Buffy to stake him and so prevent the Master from rising. The next morning, Cordelia exemplifies the Sunnydale's residents' denial towards the paranormal. Giles warns Buffy that her and her friends that the Hellmouth will continue to act as a magnet for demonic forces and that many more battles lay ahead, a fact that which they accept more nonchalantly than he would like. Roll credits. I'm very proud of myself. They're very hard to do, those recaps.
I know they are.
You guys don't probably realise, but I've done about 20 cuts just then. I'm chewing through my lines on that one.
Yeah. So when you first meet Jesse, you kind of get the feeling he's going to be a main character. Is that what you thought, that he would be a main character?
Honestly, no, because I'd never seen him in it before. I guessed he was going to die pretty soon or something was going to happen to him. Though he is an actor, though. He is a...
Yeah.
He's
Eric Belfort.
Eric Belfort. Was he in 24? That movie Skyline he was in. He's been in a few things. He's got a sort of weird looking face, hasn't he? Very...
yeah, he was in Haven. He's done a lot of TV and movies. So when I first saw it, I was always shocked when they turned him into a vampire and then killed him off in the second episode. Because he was a child actor as well, so he'd been in a lot of...
Oh, had he?
Yeah. So he'd been in... Because I remember him being quite familiar when I watched it. So I was a bit surprised when they did actually kill him.
Okay. Oh, okay. He was in Kids Incorporated. Did you ever see that show?
Yes.
Kids Incorporated. Kids. I remember that one. Step by Step. Here we go. Dr. Quinn. Animaniacs. Right. Interesting. Oh, he was in the Clueless TV series.
Yes.
Pizza Boy. So he's had a steady career, I guess. The OC, Hawaii. I never heard of that show. Oh, he's in Skyline. You know what his name was in Skyline?
Jesse?
Jared.
Jared.
Spelt the same way too. Nice to see. Very old school. And Charmed. Charmed, was in Charmed?
No, that's the new season of Charmed.
It is too.
The new
okay.
Charmed.
The new Charmed.
Yeah.
The new old Charmed. Has it been cancelled already?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's still going. So, again, Joss Whedon trying to subvert your expectations. He kills off someone that you think is going to be a main character.
Yeah, subverting. Yeah. Well,
again.
Yeah. Not for me, though.
Okay, what was your most memorable
moment? Actually, I think I like the part where Luke jumped on the stage at the nightclub, and I noticed the spotlight moved over to him.
Yes.
While he's there talking about killing everyone, and the guy with the spotlight has got up there, and he's saying something important. We better shine that on him, you know. And then I liked later on when Buffy's fighting all the vampires, when she jumps in the causeway and you see there's an actual vampire who put the spotlight there. So it was good to have that coordination of the stage awareness, you know, that you must have the light. Mate, I'm up here talking. Can I get the light going? I'm about to kill everyone here. I want to know what's going on, you know. I did kind of like that, you know.
Well, no, because I think you did make the smart-ass comment when you're watching it. You're like, "Ooh, isn't it amazing how they put the spotlight?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, got to get the stage thing happening."
And then you were like, "Oh, there is actually a vampire holding the." That was operating.
So there must have been a conversation before they went up there. Said, "Look, I'm going to get up on stage here. All right, can you do something with the lights? You know." Make sure it's got that nice filter on it. Okay, I want to be I want to be, I want to be empowering, but not my face just be white with light. You know.
No, he wants to be make sure that the lighting makes him really menacing.
Yeah.
That was like I want. I can't do. How do I do?
I want
the lighting.
Lights
to be very
and fan on medium setting.
Yes. There is also the funny conversation that you hear with Cordelia. Actually, there's lots of really good Cordelia lines in this episode as well. But especially when she's talking to Harmony in the computer lab,
Mm-hmm.
she starts being really bitchy and mean to Willow, and then she's like, "Oh, how do I save this, or how do I send this?"
Oh, you got to deliver it. That's right.
Yeah.
Press del for deliver.
Yeah.
I like that, actually.
Yeah, deliver. And yeah,
Del. Press del.
Yeah, I have no idea what they were doing.
Computers. I don't think they didn't know what they were doing either. They were just, flooding around. What did you do in computers back in the late 90s anyway? I don't know. Word processing, I guess, what they were just doing?
Well, funnily enough, I do I remember taking IT. We used ClarisWorks, but it was very basic things like making databases, and like your basic database, your basic spreadsheets, learning how to do works.
Yeah.
I don't even think anyone would know what bloody ClarisWorks is.
I can't even remember the programs we use in Infotech, what's it called? Information technology. I can only... The cool things that people could do on there were the ones that got in trouble from memory.
Yes.
So there was the broadcasting a message to everyone at once that you could do, where you could just type in something and then everyone would get a message. And I remember a guy got suspended for sending doodle in the bum hole. And that just pops on everyone's screen at once. Like it just bang, it was there. I can't remember how but that was the cool stuff that you wanted to know how to do, but they wouldn't teach you that.
Yeah, no, but I remember like the screen where you do the screenshot of the desktop and then you put that as your screensaver and then you move all the folders around and then like people can't click on what they want to.
No. What you do a screenshot of the desktop. Yep. And then you set that as the desktop background.
Yes, yeah.
And then you hide all icons.
Oh, okay.
And then they start clicking on the icons going, it's not working, you know?
Yeah.
So that was all that stuff. And people renaming all the programs to Microsoft Wanks. And...
so we had Macs and you can do like you can still do it where you take the photo of the screen. But they were so slow in those days that you could just go up and like click the things really, really fast. And then you'd have to sit there and wait for 5 minutes before you could do anything.
Anything else you'd like to add? Or any insight watching it again you've missed?
No, I think I've probably seen
Is
these
there anything
episodes.
You haven't missed a thing?
I've
every beat.
never missed a thing in these. Yeah, I've possibly seen these episodes way too many times.
Yeah.
To miss a beat on. Yeah.
It's quite a small cast at the start, isn't it? There's only really 4 or 5 characters. We're sort of got at the moment. It gets a bit bigger later on, I imagine, doesn't it? The cast.
Not really. It sort of does stick to that kind of. But yeah, there are like some of the background characters are forever reoccurring. Like that.
Right. Is the principal the same guy, or that they changed the principal?
Yeah.
I can't say. All right, we'll leave.
Say.
Yeah, okay.
There are storylines around.
Right.
The principal.
Okay. Leave that for another day. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to the questions.
Okay. Question time. Okay. Which character was your favorite in this episode?
My favorite character in this episode would probably still be Luke, the previous one. Yep, still like him. And mentioning the the fake out actually when Buffy smashes the window and he's like, ah! Oh, it's just a light.
Yeah.
That was a good moment. I like that. Yeah.
That's a very typical Buffy moment.
Yeah.
Where she outsmarts the bad guy.
Yeah.
So which character are you hating?
Hating, I guess we'll continue on with Willow. Although she wasn't that annoying, I found, in this episode. Yeah, I guess Willow.
All right. What was the most memorable fight scene?
I guess the final battle between Buffy and Luke at the end was
when she smashes the window.
with the fake out the sunlight. Oh, the fight scene where they're in the tunnel escaping from Jesse was pretty intense, I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in that scene.
Actually, the fight scene in the tunnels I thought was pretty intense. And just reading about it, apparently they used elements of classic films, including Alien and the Nostromo and the Time Machine. And I did feel like the Morlocks, that's right, in the tunnels. I did the thing with the eyes. We saw the glowing eyes first. So I think, that was sort of used to sort of as an homage to that, apparently. And I got that. It was quite creepy, yeah.
Definitely that tunnel, like where they're sort of crawling through. That's definitely aliens.
Yeah, it's sort of creepy, echoey, water dripping sort of sound, ambient sound that you have. So there's a little alien.
Being chased by something you can't really see.
Yeah. No, that was actually pretty intense, yeah.
Yeah, and I can see the Nosferatu because I think does the arm come out?
Yeah, the Nosferatu, yeah.
It's like the arm comes out just as the sun is rising. I actually like the fight scene between Jesse and Xander. And sort of their exchange that they have towards each other, and you're sort of like, oh, is Xander going to kill him? And then someone like bumps into him and
sorry about that.
And he kind of falls on, so it was sort of taken out of his hands.
Yeah.
Who steals the episode?
Who steals the episode? I guess Luke again, really.
Yeah.
That's who comes to mind.
I think this is a good Buffy episode, like as in Buffy's.
Yeah. Oh, see, I don't even notice her. Like she's always there. So I'm like looking at other things. Yeah.
It's a good Buffy. It's a good Buffy-centric episode. I think.
Yeah.
Favorite scene?
I think the Dell. I like the Dell. Yeah.
Deliver.
For deliver, yes. Dell for deliver. Yeah.
And least favorite scene?
Oh, I guess maybe there's a scene with Buffy escaping out of the bedroom from her house. Like, I guess that's the least favorite.
Yeah, her mum.
The confrontation she has with her mum.
Yeah, Joyce is not like I know it's not easy being a parent, but Joyce she really is a terrible mother. She is terrible. And this isn't even one of her worst moments. Yeah, there's quite a few of those to come.
Oh dear.
Do you have a favorite quote from the episode?
Yeah, I guess Del for delete. Del for deliver. Yeah. Go with that.
I'm gonna do a Cordelia one as well, but it's a little bit long. So this is from Cordelia when she's talking to all her friends in the club, at the club, at the Bronze, and she's like, "Senior boys are the only way to go. The guys from our grade forget about it. They're children, like Jesse. Did you see him last night following me around like a little puppy dog? You just want to put him to sleep. But senior boys, they have mystery. They have, what's the word I'm searching for? Cars."
She's so vain, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, she's terrible. Oh, Cordelia.
Oh, but I still love her. And what do you rate this episode out of 10? And think of something from the episode to rate it by.
Something. Oh, okay. So we're doing something specific from the episode.
Yeah.
Okay. I rate it. I'll give this one a bit more than last week. So I'll give this one a 5 Dells. 5 delivers out of 10 delivers.
Okay. I will go with 6 convenient silver crosses.
Oh, so apparently the joke, the breaking the glass with the sunlight was apparently a joke that Joss Whedon had for the original movie but never used. So yeah, got to throw it in there. The actor who played Colin, Christopher Doyle, was in Scream 2, along with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay, so Colin is the guy that gets his eyes bulged out.
Yeah, that was pretty gruesome, wasn't it?
Yes. You failed me for the last time.
You will not get opportunity to do so again. All right, so I guess we'll finish this week's episode once more with Feeling, Buffy the Vampire series.
And we are Nerd Subculture. And you can
Subscribe,
like and subscribe to our podcast.
review.
Yeah.
Send us a note. Something nice.
All right. Grr arg.
Grr arg. Bye.